Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about why 1% is better than 100%. Now before we get into this video, I kind of want to give you guys a little perspective. The most successful people in the world are considered the 1%. Now when we look at these people, we notice the way they handle life. They are very disciplined with their everyday tasks. They are often very structured with their time. With that being said, they have very good time management, and overall, they're making sure what they do in a day is productive enough to get them to that level. Now we see that successful people have structure, and if you don't have structure, it may be a bit difficult for you to complete goals, stick with a new hobby or a new routine. Whatever it may be that you're trying to pick up, it could be hard if you don't have those basic tool sets. We also notice that these people are very presentable. They're often in a very good mood. I understand that, things happen in life, but they usually face their everyday problems with a certain type of optimism. They don't let their thoughts get to them. They just go out and handle their business. And once we program ourselves to work in such a way, that's when our lives do a complete 180. Oftentimes, when we start a new hobby or new habit with the idea of putting 100% in, and we may get flustered at the idea of am I putting 100% into this? Like, what does that 100% consist of to you? When we approach it with all of our energy, then we get burnt out too early on. And that is when we will start to see a decline pretty early on, is because we're exerting too much into the beginning when we already don't have these necessary traits instilled within us. So then we're quitting too soon. We're not giving ourselves that time for growth. If our mind isn't right, we're gonna think ourselves out of it, like this is too much for me. And the list goes on. So that is why we shouldn't put 100% into something when we want to start something new. It's best to put 1% in and just focus on that 1% each day. For example, if you're somebody who wants to start reading or journaling, maybe reading one chapter a day, or maybe reading one paragraph a day is easier to you and more achievable than reading a whole chapter, because you have to sit down and train your body to have the patience, make sure you're reading everything you absorb in that chapter, or else it's completely irrelevant. If you slowly start reading one page a day, and even if one page is too much, start with a paragraph. Start with a paragraph a day. That paragraph then turns into a page, and then that page then turns into a chapter, and then next thing you know, you're reading a couple books a month. Same thing with journaling. Journaling is a wonderful way to help get your thoughts out of your head onto paper. And another reason why I love to journal is because I can look back and see how far I've come. And another way, it may be hard to start journaling. A lot of people don't know where to start with journaling. So my advice with that would be to journal a paragraph. Write a paragraph. You can write about your feelings. You can write about how your day went. You can write about the goals you have in the future. You can write about yourself. You can write to God. You can write to the universe. Whatever it is that you feel within yourself, the person you want to write to, then so be it. And that helps, get into the habit of journaling every night. So when you focus on just becoming 1% better each day, you'll notice the progress further on. So when you start reading a chapter a night, next thing you know, maybe a couple weeks later, you realize that you're starting to read full-on chapters, and see how your body picks up that discipline, and then it becomes a habit because now it's within your everyday routine. I want to go back to the beginning when I talked about success. Somebody's success may look like expensive cars, handbags, exquisite dining, whatever. But don't think that success means expensive cars, mansions, houses, clothes, whatever. Success is whatever brings you happiness and you wake up every day enjoying and loving what you do. I like both. I like to have the balance. I do like the finer things in life, but I do like a trip to the river. This right here is my idea of success. We are solely here basically for our visions to come to life. And it's possible. You just have to have that self-belief within that, you know, you believe that you can achieve, and surely it will come. Now, getting back into the video of why 1% is better than 100%. When you focus on the 1% each day, you're building these habits to then make you a well-structured person. You're becoming self-disciplined, teaching yourself time management, and overall how to approach each day in life, to where tasks won't seem as daunting because you're building that confidence within yourself to say, hey, this came up in my life, I need to handle it so I can move on. We often get stuck in that problem and we dwell on it, we think about it, and we don't move as quickly through it as we should. Another thing I want to mention is that slow and steady wins the race. When you're moving too fast, putting 100% all into the beginning, you get burnt out, you don't follow through, you then give up. If you focus on just doing that 1% each day and becoming better and better and better and better and better and so on, you'll then notice how far you've come. Everything will just become second nature to where you don't even have to think about it. Your body just automatically does it because it's a part of who you are now. This generation, a lot of the times we want instant gratification. If you want something to last and you want something to feel more appreciated from yourself, you'll put in that time to do the work to make sure you're an all-around structured person, because not only is it good for yourself, it's good for the world. It's showing others that they can do the same for themselves. You just wake up every day with a sense of gratitude that you got yourself to this point. As far as instant gratification and you're looking at everybody else, when you take the time to build your brand, build your character, it's going to feel so much more appreciated. You're gonna say, wow, I did that. You're gonna look at the work you had to do, the work you had to put in to get you to where you are. And overall, you're just gonna be so thankful. You're gonna love yourself, and life just becomes this insane high. Whatever your idea of success is, not what society pushes out. Whatever makes you happy at the end of the day, and you wake up every day doing it, whether it's a hobby, and let's say, you know, you're not trying to make money off the thing that makes you successful. As long as you're just doing it and it's bringing you that happiness and that gratitude to where you look forward to everyday life because you're doing the things that you enjoy. Again, it's an out-of-world feeling, and it's just what this world needs today. And also, discipline over motivation. Motivation is more of a feeling that comes to us. It's not always guaranteed to stay. So when you lack that feeling of motivation, that's when your discipline kicks in to then still get those tasks done that you need to do rather than relying on motivation. Remember guys, focus on the 1%. That is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye.